protests erupt in the streets after police in Milwaukee shoot an armed man. Officers in riot gear under attack.
Injured officers here. Too many rocks coming. Shots fired, shots fired.
This car set on fire and businesses blazing. The chaotic scene and the investigation this morning.
Historic floods, relentless rain causing these scenes of disaster.
Get out. Give me a knife. Give me a knife.
A woman saved from her sinking car.
Her dog.
Just in the nick of time.
Oh.
Residents forced from their homes, packing up pets and possessions as rivers rise to record levels. And it's not over. More rain is on the way.
Switching targets. Donald Trump taking on a new opponent.
I'm not running against crooked Hillary. I'm running against the crooked media.
With his poll numbers plummeting in a must-win battleground states, will this new strategy work?
And going out with a gold, Michael Phelps, his last performance in the pool, making it count.
Phelps has grabbed the lead.
Snagging his 23rd gold medal with fellow teammates in a medley relay. The greatest swimmer ever, now in an amazing Olympic farewell.
Live from ABC News in New York, this is Good Morning America.
And good Sunday morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Dan, once again, off. It is great to have Ryan Smith next to me. You came back for more.
Hey, let me come back twice. Thank you.
And what a night. And what a night in Rio. Michael Phelps taking in his winning moment, swimming his last laps in an Olympic event, going out with the gold. Phelps and his family unable to contain their tears as the most decorated Olympian. 28 medals, 23 of them gold, says goodbye.
Makes you think, will he feel the itch? He says no, he's out. It's done.
That's what he's saying for now.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
But first, let's get right to the breaking news out of Milwaukee. Tensions running high with frightening scenes on the streets overnight. Protesters setting fire, confronting police officers. All of this coming after police shot an armed man who was running away from a traffic stop. ABC's Eva Pilgrim joins us with more. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning. A chaotic, violent scene overnight in Milwaukee after a man died in an officer-involved shooting. Several arrested, buildings destroyed. This morning, we know the officer involved in that shooting is a 6-year veteran of the force, and he was wearing a body camera. Overnight violence erupting in Milwaukee during a protest in response to a deadly officer-involved shooting.
This is the police. Leave the area.
Officers out in full riot gear. People panic, running for cover in the smoke-filled streets as the sound of gunshots ring out.
The community, we're not going to protect ourselves, but if we don't have anyone to protect us, then this is what you get.
This police car destroyed.
Shots fired, shots fired. Injured officers here. Too many rocks coming.
This car up in flames.
This is the whole gas station.
As several buildings, including a gas station, an auto parts store, and a bank, are torched as hundreds of people flooded the streets Saturday night.
If you love your son, if you love your daughter, get them home right now before more damage is done.
Racial tension boiling over as the crowd protesting the death of an armed man shot and killed earlier that day.
That man is a 23-year-old male from Milwaukee with a lengthy arrest record. The gun at the scene that we are recovering was stolen in a burglary, along with 500 rounds of ammunition.
According to police, the officer was chasing the suspect, ordering him to drop his weapon. When he did not comply, the officer fired several times, 2 bullets hitting the suspect in the chest and arm, killing him.
No other way you can apprehend a person without having to shoot and kill him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that at all in the community.
One officer hospitalized after a brick was thrown through his window, striking him in the head. The mayor making that plea overnight to parents if their children were out to get them home and out of harm's way.
And the body cam video, will that be released?
We'll have to wait and see if that'll be released and when.
All right, Eva, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Eva. We want to move now to the historic and deadly flooding that is devastating parts of the South. Water is rising extremely fast, and emergency crews continue to pull off amazing rescues like this woman saved from her sinking car. And ABC's Philip Mena is in Baton Rouge with more. Philip?
Paula, good morning. Yeah, we've been watching rescues like that all morning. The situation here is getting worse. This is a road that leads to several neighborhoods, and the water here is now rising. It is rising fast, and it is closing in from every direction.
Overnight, massive flooding terrorizing Louisiana, damaging homes, roads, vehicles.
Take a look at this dramatic rescue.
Get out. Give me a knife. Give me a knife.
A woman and her dog pulled from this car the moment before it was completely submerged.
Give a dog. Your dog. Give a dog. I got your dog.
Oh! Communities coming together under devastating circumstances. Not only are rescue teams rushing to help, but neighbors are using their own boats to get people out to safety. As families are forced to evacuate their homes and flee to safety, bringing with them only as much as they can carry.
We woke up this morning about a foot right next to our door. We came back about 3 hours later, and it's about 6 feet high.
You just started grabbing your things and throwing them into trash bags?
Everything that we could.
In many cases, that meant their pets.
We just saved this cat. He was scared to death.
The Louisiana National Guard sending in helicopters to bring people to safety.
About 30 people in the aircraft.
Over 1,000 rescues in Livingston Parish alone, where torrential rainfall is 21 inches in 24 hours. At least 3 people are dead, including one man who was swept away from his home. People who live here say that this disaster is now worse to this area than Hurricane Katrina. Another problem people are facing here, the shelters. They are ill-prepared to handle the influx of people coming in. They have run out of places to put people. They are now either full or they are flooded out themselves. So many here now homeless with literally nowhere to go. Ryan?
A precarious situation indeed. Thank you, Philip. And joining us now is Lieutenant Colonel Ed Bush of the Louisiana National Guard. And Colonel Bush, at this point, what is your #1 priority?
It's absolutely saving lives at this point. That's what this is. This is a search and rescue operation while these conditions continue to get worse around us.
You know, Colonel, Governor John Bell Edwards called the flooding a historic event. He called it unprecedented. You're talking about nearly 2 feet of rain in almost 24 hours. What type of resources have you had to deploy so far?
Well, certainly the high water vehicles, our boats, are invaluable in times like this. And in many cases, it's the only thing that can get around. And it's the only way we can get to some of these people. We have aircraft as well that are extremely helpful with search and rescue operations. We're already hearing reports of people on the roofs of their houses in very precarious situations, so the helicopters are able to actually pluck some people off the roof. So those are really the big assets that we bring to the fight, and they're uniquely military, so it comes in handy.
So you're talking about people on the roofs doing anything they can to survive. We understand that a good number of people are still out there trying to be rescued, and I know you're trying to get to them as well. How soon do you think you'll get most of the folks out there out of harm's way?
Well, we just keep going as the situations dictate. That's the trick with water, and that's the trick with storms. The good news is we're able to move assets around and try to pre-position, and we can see the direction the storm's going. So we have an idea of where it'll next go. But in the meantime, the water is shifting, the rivers are rising, and we're just reacting to that. So it's a living, changing, moving thing that we're reacting to, and we'll keep going to where we need to be, as close as, as staying close to the parishes, and answering the calls of the help for the people.
And not only that, you talk about the water conditions there, you're talking also about power outages in different areas, you're talking about road closings as well. How difficult has this made your job of saving lives?
Well, and access is always the key, and water cuts off access, so sure, it becomes a hindrance for us as well, and we have to find workarounds and different paths to try to get to people, again, as the conditions change. So sure, it makes everyone's job harder, but it increases the urgency of it, and we'll stay out here and do this as long as we're needed.
Well, Lieutenant Colonel Ed Bush, thank you so much, not only for your work, but for the work of all your soldiers out there trying to save lives. We appreciate it. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is a search and rescue operation down there in Louisiana, and this rain is not going anywhere. So let's check in with Rob, who's tracking it all for us this morning. And Rob, you say the rain's actually on the move?
Yeah, some of it's going to start to stream north, but right now it has rained so much in this area. It's so saturated. All you need is like a quarter, half inch or more of rain, and we're looking at more flooding. 15 to 20 in the last 48 hours. In one spot northeast of Baton Rouge, 31 inches of rainfall with this storm. And now we're even seeing spots outside of Houston with 8 inches already, with more rain to come. Flood watches there. And here you go. Stream it up the Mississippi, in through the Missouri and the Ohio rivers as well. Now we have flash flood watches for the Mid-South getting into the Midwest through at least Tuesday. This is precipitable water, basically the amount of humidity top to bottom in the atmosphere, and there's a ton of it, and that is all streaming up to the north, and this high pressure keeping it right there. So more rain for a lot of people. Paul, back over to you.
All right, thanks, Rob. Check in with you a little bit later. Next to Rio, and what was an emotional moment as we saw the most decorated Olympic athlete say au revoir. Goodbye. Michael Phelps won gold in what he says is his last Olympic race ever, but he wasn't the only big winner in the pool. We want to show you first the latest medal count. The U.S. has 61 medals, followed by China, Great Britain, Germany, and then Japan. ABC's Matt Gutman joining us from Rio. Matt, bon dia, good morning to you.
Bon dia, Paula. You know, it was bittersweet saying goodbye to the greatest Olympian ever. I was covering the 2008 Beijing Games when Michael Phelps became this international megastar. We may never see another athlete like him. But one person who's okay with his retirement, Michael Phelps, who said at a press conference last night he just wanted to change the sport of swimming. And of course, he has.
This morning, the greatest Olympian, Michael Phelps, leaving the pool with another Olympic record, winning his 23rd gold medal in Saturday night's relay, celebrating with teammates. His 5 golds and his silver at these games, a swan song that only Phelps could have composed. Phelps telling NBC Sports he's ready for what's next.
It's not the end of a career. It's the beginning of a new journey.
Phelps may be done, but human torpedo Katie Ledecky is just getting started. The 19-year-old phenom seeming to swim in a different gear from her opponents in these games, winning her 800-meter race by an astounding 11 seconds.
You win the race, you touch the wall, you're 11 seconds ahead of the next competitors. I mean, that is a long time in sports. Can you tell us a little bit more about what was going through your mind?
It's nothing different than any other time. I think throughout the race I was just appreciating every moment of competing at the Olympics.
Team USA earning its 1,000th career medal after the women's swimming relay team victory. The pool has been kind to American swimmers, but not to organizers. Rio 2016 acknowledging an algae infestation has turned its diving pool green, and that its million-gallon water polo pool will have to be drained. Not drained after being stuck in an elevator at the start of the games, Juan Martin del Potro. That day, the Argentine went on to beat Novak Djokovic. Then on Saturday, he beat Rafael Nadal. He's ranked 145th in the world, and now he's headed to the finals. Today, facing defending champion Andy Murray. And as track and field opens to an underfilled stadium, Great Britain's Mo Farah making an amazing comeback, tripping and falling in the 10th lap, shrugging it off, giving a thumbs up, and still winning gold. Another win for the U.S., Jeff Henderson claiming gold on his final long jump.
That's all he needed right there.
With some athletes so thoroughly dominating their fellow champions, we enlisted swimming gold medalist Allison Schmidt to show us how they dominate mere mortals. Schmidt first giving me a head start of a whole lap, taking off only once I'd touched the far wall. I barely beat her. Then we set off together. I felt the wake as she shot past me. Watch her glide ahead as I flailed to keep up. My best time in the 50 meters, 41 seconds. The world record, twice that fast.
Now, his coach saying last night that Phelps is in such a good headspace, he doesn't need to come back. And another factor may be at play here. That is the training. It is ridiculously arduous. Allison Schmidt, who I swam with, is one of his training partners. She said they swim 40,000 meters a week. That's 24 miles. She said she feels more comfortable in the pool than on land, so much so that she says she can fall asleep while treading water, which I do not recommend anybody try at home, guys.
Don't try that at home.
And Matt, they were very much into the shirtless Matt Gutman.
No, we
I would certainly
weren't.
drown.
Yeah.
No, we weren't.
I was. You have a lot of
Sarah
fans
was.
here, Matt, so just keep that in mind
Yeah.
the next time you decide to go for a swim.
I'm going to keep...
Just keep
trying to
swimming.
swim.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. Let's turn to politics now and the race for the White House. Donald Trump saying that he has a new opponent, and ABC's Mary Bruce joins us from Los Angeles. Mary, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Well, Ryan, Donald Trump often points a finger at the press, but this morning he's going a little bit further, threatening to revoke the credentials of the New York Times and saying he's campaigning against the media.
These people are so dishonest.
This morning, Donald Trump is revealing his true opponent.
I'm not running against crooked Hillary Clinton. I'm running against the crooked media.
Trump blaming the press for outrage over his repeated claims that the president and Clinton founded ISIS.
Donald Trump said that he is the founder of ISIS. Then they debated for 2 days. I think he's wrong.
Overnight in Connecticut, Trump promising a local cancer patient that he will always tell him the truth, while admitting to other voters,
I might lie to you like Hillary does all the time, but I'll never lie to Giacomo, okay? All right, Giacomo, you hold me to it.
Trump is courting the blue state as his numbers plummet in must-win battlegrounds like Florida and North Carolina. He admits it's an unusual strategy.
We're making a big move for the state of Connecticut, just so you understand.
Now noticeably silent this weekend, Hillary Clinton. She's opting instead to let Donald Trump's remarks speak for themselves. Paula.
All right, thank you very much, Mary. And for more political analysis, let's check in with our team at This Week and co-host Martha Raddatz joining us from Washington. Martha, good morning to you.
Good morning, Paula.
Okay, Martha, it feels like a broken record. It seems like we say this every week. It was a rough week on the trail for Donald Trump. He's slumping in the polls in some key states. And now there's a scathing New York Times article that says he's resistant to advice from his advisors, that he's, quote, beyond coaching, and that in private he's sullen and erratic. How damaging is this?
This is pretty serious. Trump himself seems conflicted about what is best for the campaign. His freewheeling style from the primaries where he was so successful, or the plan from his campaign managers to rein it in. That piece in the New York Times this morning suggests the campaign is losing the battle, with unnamed advisors saying that he is nearly out of time to write his campaign. Trump responded on Twitter, calling the story fiction, but it's taking its toll with voters, with Trump down in key swing states, as you said, like Virginia and Colorado, and running the risk of reaching a point of no return.
And now blaming the media, the crooked media. Okay, so more hacking problems for the Democrats. The FBI is investigating claims of personal information of nearly every Democrat in the House being leaked. How serious is this?
It's extremely serious, with one leading Democrat describing it as an electronic Watergate break-in, and Russia is believed to be behind this. This involves a mix of personal and official information from Democratic members and hundreds of staff, and that includes cell phone numbers. Paula.
All right, Martha, great insight from you. We know you have a great show to prepare for. You're going to have independent candidate Evan McMullin on the show and tell us whether or not there's an opening for him. Martha, thank you. And reminder that This Week is coming up later on ABC.
Yeah, feeling the heat on the campaign trail, and Rob is talking about the heat all over the country.
I'm catching up on my megawatts. Record broken by Con Ed this weekend. Over 11,600 megawatts are used, and that was as of 1 p.m. yesterday.
Wow.
96 degrees in the shade. They should write a song about that.
In the shade?
Yes, that's right. With the humidity, 115 or better. People doing all they could to cool off yesterday. And so if you take that and you go in the sun, it's going to feel like, 120, 130. Just relentless heat here. And we had thunderstorms, too, pop up. Some of them were beautiful and cooled you off. There's one in Rockaway Beach. But we did have some dangerous lightning strikes. Another one causing injuries in Lake George yesterday. So that'll happen again today. Just be aware and be quick on your feet. Get inside. Excessive heat warnings continue for another day today. Maybe a little cooler today. I mean, just less hot, I guess. We really don't cool things off until Wednesday or Thursday, when a weak cool front begins to drift in our direction. That's a quick check on what's going on nationally. Here now, your local forecast check.
Hello, good morning, Washington. We do have a heat warning in effect until 8 o'clock this evening. For the majority of the D.C. metro, you see heat advisories expanding north and west of D.C. It will feel like closer to 110 degrees in areas this afternoon. Highs in the upper 90s. Do have a chance for a few isolated afternoon storms. Better possibility Monday and Tuesday. You see temperatures going back into the mid-90s, finally back into the 80s Thursday into the weekend.
I was not happy with you.
We didn't give the beach forecast.
That's next. You could have added
I don't know.
some
We've
in
got
the
a lot of
graphic.
content. It's 96 degrees in the shade.
96 degrees.
I only watched the weather ones
in
with
the
pictures.
shade.
Oh my God.
Wow.
A new boy band
In
has
the
emerged.
shade.
The only place to go from here is to Ron for some news.
No other choice.
To get us back on track.
Thank you, Paula. Good morning, everyone. We begin right here in New York City, where the leader of a mosque, the imam, and his assistant were fatally shot and killed outside the mosque as they left afternoon prayers. Police say that both men were shot in the back of the head, execution style. Investigators are looking through surveillance video that they say shows a suspect in a dark polo shirt approach the victims from behind. Police say there is nothing to indicate so far that they were targeted because of their religion.
This morning, police in Switzerland are investigating what led a man to set fire to a moving train and then stab some of his fellow passengers with a knife. Authorities reporting the suspect